What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today I'm gonna say it because nobody else wants to say it, but take the Washington Wizards and take the Washington Capitals and take them to Virginia. You know, I'm tired of these owners sitting here always trying to strong arm all these cities and stuff to try to force the cities to pay for stadiums and things like that, and they always have the threat of, we're gonna relocate if you don't give us money to build our stadiums. And yet and still, it's always small man taxpayer that ends up paying the brunt of this. You know, every time you turn around, all of a sudden, next thing you know, your property taxes are going up. You sit up here, now all of a sudden, everywhere you turn, you almost about to get a ticket. Because they have to, what they're doing is, all they're doing is taking tax money that could be going to the schools, that could be going to the roads, that could be going anywhere else, and they're spending it to go and want to move the team. But understand, you gotta build that stadium. You gotta build the stadium. You gotta build everything around the stadium. And what do you want after that? Huh? What do you really want after that? Capital One was a place that was going downhill anyway. The Chipotle was gone, the McDonald's was gone, those places was gone. But guess what? Even with all that being said, I don't care that the Washington Wizards are leaving. I don't care that the Washington Capitals are leaving. You know why? Because guess what? They weren't competitive teams anyway. Go ahead, take them down to Virginia. I don't care. Guess what? Maybe moving to Virginia will force Ted Leonsis for once in his life to field a competitive basketball team instead of sitting up there and purposely drafting players so you can purposely fail. That's the part that nobody talk about. You know, he's been one that has sat up there and focused on drafting all these foreign players because you get paid for drafting foreign players. Just like they get paid even for drafting foreign players for other teams. How many times have we seen Washington draft a foreign player and all of a sudden they sit up there, they trade the player, and all of a sudden they get back cash considerations? Ted Leonsis and these Washington franchises have done nothing to sit up there and be competitive and stay competitive. I mean, what? He won one hockey championship, one Stanley Cup, when we had a team that was stacked for years. When you think about all the players that was on that Capitals team, they were stacked for years, and did nothing with it. Then you sit up here and you got the other side. You got the Washington Wizards. Guess what? The Washington Wizards are no different than the Washington Commanders. All the Washington Wizards championship history is back when the name was the Bullets. Just like all the championship history that was with the Washington Commanders was back when they were the Redskins. So guess what? Neither team has any type of historical value when it comes to winning anything. Neither one of them hasn't won nothing. Hasn't won jack shiznit. And what? Just because you want a bigger state, or just because you want to pay less taxes, or you want a better stadium, or look, the taxpayers shouldn't have to be the one fitting the bill for all that. This even goes back to when Major League Baseball sat up there and forced all these cities to get in a bidding war for the Montreal Expos, who was sorry as all as outdoors. I mean, even back then, I think the only real player that was on the team at the time was Alfonso Soriano. I think it was Alfonso Soriano was like the only guy on the entire team. And even then, you talking about it took us time to build the team up. I mean, how many of y'all remember when Denard Span was on the team? When we had Dimitri Young? You know, I can't think of he was the championship pitcher from the Marlins, Livian Hernandez. These teams haven't won nothing. So what? Go ahead and move to Virginia. And guess what? Virginia taxpayers, I don't care. I don't live in Virginia. But guess what? A lot of y'all are going to be pissed off when you see your property taxes go up. A lot of y'all are going to be pissed off when you see all these speed trap cameras pop up. A lot of y'all are going to be pissed off when these police officers are randomly pulling you over for nothing. And once y'all see all these tickets, these super high tickets, just like all these people that's going to be mad that they're driving through Virginia, and all of a sudden you run into 40 different speed trap cameras because they're making sure that their police officers are probably about like 4 to 5 miles apart. And all this for losing teams? All this for losing teams? I'm over these owners and these leagues strong arming these cities, man. I mean, this is a shame. Go ahead, take the Wizards, take the Capitals, hell, take the Mystics too. Wait a minute. Let me backtrack on that. Let's keep the Mystics, because I am trying to be a basketball husband, and I'm still quite pissed that I missed out on Liz Cambridge. I'm pissed that I missed out on her. So, again, we can keep the Mystics here because my goal to be a basketball husband is in play. So, just to let y'all know, let's keep the Mystics here. But you can take the Wizards. You can take the Capitals. I remember telling people I hated the Jordan Poole deal. And I know I haven't been talking about the Bullets, the Wizards that much, but I was going to wait to the end of the football season and be full force into the Mystics, the Wizards and the Caps. But again, you think I care? The Jordan Poole deal, it was stupid. It was really stupid. Because he was already a weak-minded player before he got here. I mean, Draymond Green choked him out and he did nothing. Come on, man. You can't have a dude like that being the focal point of your team. And he was just he's not that special of a player. Go ahead, pack up the sorry Wizards, pack up the sorry Caps. Because understand this, even with the Caps, Alex Ovechkin's time is about to be done. Once he breaks Wayne Gretzky's record, he's retiring. Everybody can think that Alex Ovechkin is just staying around because he loves hockey. No, he's going to break that record. Soon as he breaks that record, he's going to probably see if he can add a couple more goals to that. Then he's retiring. He's not going to stay around. His boy already is his boy is basically in retirement for real. Come on, man. Get out of here. The Wizards weren't that special. The Caps aren't that special. And even with that all being said, hell, at least we can actually get better concerts now. Do y'all know that most of us, I think, if I can remember, I think we missed out on the 50 Cent concert, his last ride tour, because of the fact that there was an event, I think it was the Mystics was playing there, or somebody was playing there, and we couldn't even get 50 Cent to come to the city. We couldn't even get a 50 Cent concert in D.C. Now, Guess what? We can get way better concerts now at the Capital One. We can get better concerts at the Capital One now. Ted Leonsis can do what he wants with his teams, but they're not. Understand? Nobody's losing anything big. I mean, and most of us who've been living in this area for a long time, it's no different than when they were playing up in Landover. In fact, they were playing not too far from where the FedEx Field is. They're playing right there. They ain't make people come out there and watch a sorry team for years. They ain't make people come out there and all of a sudden, oh yeah, come on out here and enjoy watching your Washington Bullets lose. No, it doesn't work that way. And understand, you can build up whatever infrastructure you want. If Ted doesn't feel a competitive team, then guess what? All you're doing is supporting trash. And guess what? As the people of Virginia start to see that it's trash too, guess what they're going to do? Not support it either. So now you'll have this big piece of infrastructure out there in Virginia. Nobody's going to it because the team sucks. I don't care. Take the Washington Wizards, take the Washington Capitals, take them to Virginia, and at the end of the day, do whatever the hell you want. Because when it comes down to it, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be a Wizards fan, but guess what? I'm not going to sit here and be mad and upset that they're moving the team from D.C. No. In fact, mainly most of our teams aren't based in D.C. I mean, well, no, I'm wrong. They are based in D.C. Our main team isn't based in D.C. But the Nets, yeah, they get a big crowd, you know. The DC Defenders, oh yeah, that's a good crowd. The United, they get a good crowd too. You know, the Mystics, they're over there in Southeast. But yeah, go ahead and take the Caps. Take the Caps. Take the Wizards. It's not like people from this area haven't gone to up there to the Capital City Boulevard. That's nothing new. It's nothing new for us to travel to go see a team. But guess what? Hey, if we ain't got to pay the taxes, doesn't matter to us. Enjoy having the Washington Wizards and the Washington Capitals in Virginia. And y'all better hope and pray that Ted sits up there and does something to field a competitive team. Because 9 times out of 10, he won't. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about this move that could be happening? And now we find out that they're going to make an announcement tomorrow. Duh. Like that's really such a big thing. But y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about the Wizards and the Caps possibly moving to Virginia? They're not even moving that far. Over there by the airport. That ain't even far. That's not far from DC. That's basically DC adjacent. So y'all tell me what y'all think about Ted Leonsis moving. Is it, you know, the fact that the teams aren't competitive? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.